So, hi everyone, this is Sam from Booredatwork.com, and I'm here with Bill Gaeta from Visa. Now, Visa made a few announcements at MWC, but the big announcements here are really about how they're going to be working with cars as well as the Internet of Things. So I'm going to let Bill give us a quick view or a quick overview of exactly what Visa has announced and what we can expect from them coming on in 2016.
Yeah, Internet of Things is a big theme in terms of commerce for us. And again, one of the announcements we made is with our partner Honda, is really how we bring Internet of Things to life in one special use case, which is how you put a Visa credential inside a car to create new commerce experiences for consumers, because they do a lot in their cars, whether it's quick service restaurants or fuel or tolls or parking or downloading entertainment, or in the future, insurance by the mile. Right? So there's a lot of use cases where we can really turn this car into a very effective kind of commerce engine as well. And so one of our announcements is the first couple of prototypes that we're doing with Honda around parking and fuels, which are two really important use cases, and I think that'll get it started really well. So again, you can see the demos behind us here on a Honda where they've integrated the Visa token service into the head unit of the Honda. Okay. They've already done that, and we're going to be doing some commercial pilots in the next couple of quarters for both of those use cases. So this is going to go from the stand and a demonstration to live commercial pilots out on the street, which is great. But it's part of a broader IoT theme where if you look at other parts of the booth, we talk about wearables. Right, and how we put payment credentials, whether it's fitness bands, right, whether it's watches.
I'm very interested in that because I actually wear one of these around.
Right.
So it'd be nice to be able to pay with
Most of those are going to be enabled with payment. And again, it's our token service, the fact that we're not putting your real account number in these things, that allows us to think really flexibly about what we can empower with payments. Because if we were putting your real account in the car, in all your wearables, and other devices, if one of those gets lost or you want to change it, every other one has to be changed, including your card. With our token now, if something happens to there, if you decide to get a new one, we just replace the token.
So, for people who've already used things like Samsung Pay or Apple Pay or even Android Pay, we have this. We'll probably will be familiar with the virtual cards, right? Is that similar to what is the token?
Well, in fact,
to that?
The three pays that you talked about, and those are our first examples of what we put tokens in. So Samsung Pay, Android Pay, Apple Pay, they all use the Visa token. Exactly the same service and technology that we talked about. And that really is the future of payments, or the future of digital payments, that will allow us to put Visa credentials in almost anything. So we work with a number of companies that are producing wearables in a bunch of categories, watches, key fobs, including jackets, right? And that's the example over there is a jacket that's actually enabled for payment. Oh. Right, and so we're working with a number of people. We've got a major part of IoT is around the theme of wearables, and people think it's traditionally, it's a watch or it's a fitness band, and it is, but it's becoming your clothing. It's becoming, that jacket behind me, toys, fobs. This is our biometric station. So in addition to putting tokens in devices, we're now demonstrating that you can use your hand to pay. So you don't even need anything to go pay. You can use your irises to pay. They'll scan your irises and authenticate you with your eyes. And so, if you take a look at the evolution of payments.
Well, I think that was Minority Report.
Well, no, but we're demonstrating technology this year that really is Minority Report. And again, if you take a look at the evolution from plastic to digital payments, whether it's connected cars, all the wearables, to just your own persona and the ability to identify you and authenticate you with your handprint or your irises. I mean, this is where payments are going. I'd say in terms of wearables, all the ones behind me are live today. Oh, wow. So we've worked, to enable them with payments, based on our token service, and you'll see a number of wearables, companies that we're all familiar with, come out with payment-enabled products over the next year or so as well. And again, we're working with partners here to bring this to commercial pilot as well. And so to start with some trials where people can use their hand swipes or their irises to pay. But again, in the next 3 to 5 years, you'll be doing this as well. And these are very secure payments. We look at iris scans. One iris is 1 in a million chance of it being a false positive. So you scan 2 irises, it's 1 million times 1 million. So that's a pretty secure transaction. And so we're working a lot with these new technology providers. They're all interested in the area of commerce, and that's just a few of the things you see on the booth today.
Great. We'll go around, we'll look about, we'll take some pictures, and we'll get back to you guys. You guys can get back to us on any questions you have for Bill or the guys at Visa, and I'm sure you guys will be glad to hear back from us.
Absolutely right.
And once again, this is Sam from Booredatwork.com, and this has been Bill Gaeta.
Gaeta, yep, perfect.
Who's given us a really nice tour of Visa here. Thank you very much.
Listen, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.